And hello there, folks. How you doing? Welcome to the Mighty Gulliver Show, where I talk over pictures of Minecraft. Amazing. Nice to see you. Thanks to have you back. I hope you're all right. Before we start the episode, story time. A few days ago, while finishing up the last episode during work hours, I had a customer wander in that asked what I was doing. So I showed him. I didn't know what I was expecting, but the first thing out of the mouth was,
"I didn't know you were gay."
"Why do you say that?" I asked.
"Because of your look."
Referring to my snazzy Minecraft skin. Look, long story short, I spent a few hours wondering if I was gay or not. I mean, I don't think I am. All my relationships have been with the opposite sex, and to be honest, did it really matter if I was or not? I don't know. I'm confused now. But just to be sure that I wasn't in denial or out, I took an online test. Right then. As long as I answer this honestly, everything should be cool. Right, question 1. Have you ever played Sims as a kid? As a kid, specifically, no. Question 2. Have I ever played viola in my middle school orchestra? Whoa, hold on a minute. Whoa, how dare you bring up the viola? Whoa, I'm a two-set violin follower and a Hillary Hornstalker. Do not mention the viola to me, buddy. Seriously, Hillary's a boss. Question 3. Have you ever collected rocks as a kid? As a kid, no. Question 4. Is Buttercup your favourite among the Powerpuff Girls? Oh my god, they are winding me up now. Of course Buttercup's my favourite. Buttercup's everyone's favourite. Nobody ever remembers the other two slappers' names. God, I'm angry. Question 5. Did you ever use the word frenemy in middle school? No, because I'm a bloke and I either like someone or I don't. Question 6. Have you ever said prison instead of here in school? No. Question 7. Have you ever... No. Question 8. Have you ever gone to the book fair just to buy cool pens and erasers? Actually, I have. I specifically remember going to a library book club at school because they had some sweet Transformers stationery for sale. Right, so, after those hard-hitting, soul-seeking, completely legit questions about my sexuality, I got my results. And... oh. Honestly, I didn't see that coming. Right, I better phone my girlfriend, Lady Gulliver, and break the news to her.
Hello.
Hello, baby. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm alright, thank you very much. Sorry to disturb your day, but I've got some news to break to you.
News to break to me. What?
Well, I've just done a test online, and apparently I'm gay.
What?
Yeah, I've...
You've just done a test online and apparently you're gay.
Yeah, well, somebody accused me of being gay, and I didn't know outright, so I thought I'd take a test online. Apparently, I've been diagnosed as gay.
Right. What sort of testing criteria was this online gay doctor doing?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because the questions were like, which is your favourite Powerpuff Girl, and did you collect rocks as a child?
That seems like a pretty conclusive test.
Yeah, it's legit. And I failed.
So you're officially you're gay.
I think so. Well, internet can't be wrong, can it?
I mean, well, if I'm being too funny, doesn't actually come as the biggest surprise, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, I'm just saying, like, look at you and your hair and the fact that you're 40 and you play Minecraft, baby. I mean, the signs were there.
Yo, last time I said we'd be going on an adventure, which is true, but I need to locate two things first. Now honestly, to stumble across these things naturally would be an adventure in itself, but I haven't really got the time, so I'm going to stack the odds in my favour a bit, and to do that I need two things, the coordinates of my bed and my world seed number. Tip time! Right. Open Google, not a sponsor, and get you sent over to chunkbase.com, not a sponsor. Chunkbase, not a sponsor, is a great tool for finding stuff within your Minecraft, not a sponsor, world. A quick click on the app button will bring up a list of self-explanatory things of interest that exist in Minecraft. Not a sponsor. Right, so you remember my future plans for the 4 slime farms. This is how I knew where to look. From chunk bases, not a sponsor, handy menu, I clicked slime farm. I put my world seed in here, selected the Minecraft, not a sponsor, version I'm playing, which is Bedrock Edition, not a sponsor. Then I put the X and Z coordinates of my location, which is my base's bed in this example, and I clicked go, and chunk base, not a sponsor, did all the work for me. So the red dot is my bed's location, and here's the cluster of slime chunks. Oh, and the little X on the map is for the dedicated Mighty Gulliver fans that would like to know where my wheat and seeds chest is. It's there. It's where I store my wheat and seeds for the times that I need wheat and or seeds. And some people would like to know, in relation to the slime farms, where my wheat and seeds chest might be. So there you go. Where do you keep your wheat and seeds? Comment below. So have a fiddle about with chunk base, not a sponsor, for all your Minecraft not a sponsor needs. It works with Java, not a sponsor. It works with Bedrock Edition, not a sponsor. There you go. Thanks for listening. Back to the show. The 2 things I'd like to find is a source of ice and a witch hut, as I can farm witches for an infinite supply of redstone. And very simply put, redstone is Minecraft not a sponsor's version of electricity. It's like a conductor of power that allows things like this to happen. I know. Mind blowing, innit? Back at the chunk base, not a sponsor menu, I selected the biome tab and I chunked my info in. So my bed's location is here, and just in case mobile phones, not a sponsor, users are struggling to see it, I'm here! I don't know why I shouted, it's a visual thing, but whatever. Then I filtered my search requirements, and again, chunk base, not a sponsor, did the heavy lifting. The closest source of frozen water, not a sponsor, was here at the edge of my screen, not a sponsor. Roughly about 1,300 blocks away as the crow flies southwest of my bed. Back to chunk base, not a sponsor menu again, and I selected witch hut, blah blah blah, etc etc. I got a hit roughly 1,000 blocks away as the crow flies northwest of my bed, and with all the coordinates noted down, I grabbed the calculator, not a sponsor, and went back into Minecraft, not a sponsor. Right, this is common knowledge for those that know, so I'm just going to try and speedrun it for giggles. Traversing the nether, not a sponsor, is basically a way to travel faster from point A to point B in the overworld, not a sponsor. What I mean by that is every 1 block travelled in the nether, not a sponsor, equates to 8 blocks in the overworld, not a sponsor. An even simpler explanation for those struggling with the complexities of a game for children is that if you're in the overworld, not a sponsor, and went to the nether, not a sponsor, and moved 10 blocks and came back to the overworld, not a sponsor, you will be 80 blocks away from where you started. So I banned my overworld, not a sponsor, coordinates into a calculator, not a sponsor, and did maths, not a sponsor, by dividing the numbers by 8, rounding up or down to the nearest whole number I found most pleasing. These were my results in a more digestible format. Coordinates sorted, I grabbed some stuff and headed into the nether with a strut that screamed confidence. Which lasted about 3 seconds because I realised I had no obsidian to make a portal with, so I had to go straight back to the overworld. Back at base, I crafted some buckets, collected enough lava and water to make obsidian with, and then I realised that I couldn't do the portal trick in the nether because water doesn't work in the nether. So then I had to go to plan B, which was to do the portal trick in the overworld and then take the obsidian to the nether. But then the last of my confidence got smashed out because I realised that I didn't have a diamond pickaxe to break the obsidian with. All around me are familiar faces. What? After re-evaluating my life, I was left with 2 options. Find diamonds or actually travel to the overworld locations, make portals with the lava trick and then travel back through the nether to the base portal. Now, the latter option is very tempting. It's more content just in general. It's the adventure I promised. But hear me out with this one. I might actually be able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here, sort of. I said last episode I'd have to eventually light up the vast underground cave network under my base to get the creeper farm to function. So going on a diamond mission should have me wandering about for a while, which will get me to place some torches. I just feel like it'd be more efficient to get some done now rather than later. And I'll tell you now, this episode ain't finishing until I've got 2 portals set up. I'm determined, mate. So I got some torches, ducked under an invisible imaginary arrow, took a picture at the edge of a massive drop, and then I fell in the massive drop because I'm stupid. Don't worry though, I didn't die, I landed on glass. Glass would never hurt me. Me and glass go way back. I've been trying really hard, baby. I headed into my functional underground cave kingdom and had a snack while I decided which way to go. I mean, I was pointing this way, so I took it as a sign to go that way. It was that simple. Employing my world-famous advanced illumination techniques, I started placing torches trying to reach a lower point of the caves to find diamonds around Y14. Eventually I got to this open space which I dropped into and built a stairway so I could get back up if I needed to. I wandered around a bit, nearly fell into some lava that some inconsiderate volcano had... Don't move, be quiet, it'll go. Don't move, God, that fart stinks, don't, oh God, don't move, breathe through your mouth, oh, it's going, chill, you're a leaf on the wind, chill. Oh, it's coming back. No, don't chill. Don't look at it, it's gonna touch me. I can feel its whiskers on my ankles. He's sniffing me. Where's he gone? Oh, it's going. Thank you. Oh, be brave. Just wait. Now kill it. That was close. After heroically defeat... Come on, man, pull yourself together, it's okay. After heroically defeating a rare amphibious golden lion demon, I continued on my epic quest to discover diamonds. Growing 50 new chest hairs in an instant after my manly duel with a mythical creature, I went right into this cavern and then I went left and then I came across my first bit of redstone. Woohoo! But I think the engorgement that followed made me a bit giddy because then this happened. Hello darkness, my old friend! Very angry, I rushed back to the spot that I died to try and uncover all the fluffing ores that I had been mining. But nope. All I had left was some dirt, coal and a fresh iron pickaxe. Everything is fine. Thanks for asking. You are very thoughtful. I needed to retool, retorch and get more food if I wanted to continue further, so on my way back I grabbed any ores I could find. Why not? Oh no! Which way to go? If only I had a really clever torch system to find my way out. Back at the functional underground cave kingdom base, I dumped the materials I had, forged some new tools and pocketed the little food I had. Armour didn't matter right now as my inner rage would burn anything hostile that touched me. The mission resumed. On the way back to where I left off, I collected some more ores, and then I got to where I left off and decided to continue ahead. Nah, no spoilers, but remember this shot for later. Anyway, I went into here. And to be honest, not of interest happened as I wandered about mining and lighting caves up. I did come across the edge of the creeper farm, which was nice. Continuing on, I did more stuff and saw a patch of obsidian that was taunting me. Ooh, you want me, don't you? Piss off. I carried on, blah, 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 killed a few hostile squatters, and then I saw it. Oh, diamonds. Yeah, boy. I smashed my pickaxe into the wall and was rewarded with 1 sole diamond for all my efforts. According to timestamps, it's been about 1.5 hours since I died, and all I've got is 1 diamond. My patience is running thin. I was getting stressed out, and after another 30 minutes or so, I managed to unintentionally double back onto myself, exiting here, which is here from earlier. You with me? Cool. Now, I'm stood here on this spot, and it's a shame I didn't get a better shot, but it turns out that this little dark spot that I thought was a dead end was not a dead end. So I was like, oh, I'll just light this up. And again, I really wish I had a better shot, because this is kind of hard to convey. I'll show you in a moment, but just around this corner there was a lava stream. This section should be slightly illuminated, but this dark spot wasn't actually a dark spot, it was the game glitching a bit. Seriously, it happens now and again. So when I turned the corner, I saw this. And if you look very closely, can you see what I see? A cluster of bloody diamonds I could have got 2 hours ago! Even though my travels weren't necessarily wasted as I got to light places up, I would have preferred these a lot earlier. I only needed 3 diamonds for a pickaxe, and with 1 already secured, this felt awesome. Even better when I mined them, as this was a vein of 7 diamond ores, which is very unusual as I understand it. Taking no chances, I legged it straight back to the functional underground cave kingdom base. I quickly dumped my inventory into the relevant places, and then I crafted a diamond pickaxe and took a selfie. Stage 1 complete. Back Back on the surface, I went back to my main supplies. I opened that random box of stuff everyone has in the base and grabbed some lava and water buckets. Then I popped over the river to get some obsidian. I built a portal, replenished my lava and water, knocked down that portal, made another portal and knocked down that one, and then went to my base to tool up for a nether run. I put on some lovely gold booties and an iron chest plate. I got some food and signs just in case too. I also took some iron and wood to leave in the nether for future tool needs, and with my coordinates written down, I was on my way. Seriously, there's a fly buzzing around my shop, and if it doesn't pack it in, I'm gonna do something stupid. Once in the nether, I orientated myself, checked the witch hook coordinates, and then started a tunnel on the Z-axis first. Everything went okay for about 70 blocks until I had a near miss falling through a hole I exposed, but I carried on regardless. Sorry. After 20 more blocks or so, I hit a big expanse. I was happy I had found a place I could get magma from in the future, but it dawned on me that after bridging out a little bit further, my next task was to turn left and build a bridge over all this open space. No bueno. There were ghasts about, and building a 1 block wide bridge in an open space while flying snipers with bipolar disorders for patrolling made me hesitate a little bit. But bridges don't build themselves, so I got on it. 20-ish blocks out, I heard a ghast go into Mardy mode, so I legged it back across to strategically observe it from a safe place. I'm totally not hiding, swear to God. I waited for a few seconds and... Where the heck did you come from? And I wasn't screaming. I was trying to communicate with the beast, honest. Look, I'll prove it. Let it walk away, now watch. See, it came back. See, now I'll ask it the time. See, it's leaving again. See, like, now we're cool. Everything's cool. Told you. A ghast was still close, but I noticed I needed more building materials, so I headed into the tunnel to mine out a little hollow I passed earlier, and I'm glad I did too, because I found some ancient debris, which is nice. I left a diorite marker so I could find it again in the future. I returned to the bridge for approximately 1 second before a ghast fired off some fire that nearly hit your boy. I waited for it to go, and then I went beast mode on the last 30 blocks until I hit solid ground again. I made a safe halfway hut and then pooed myself a little when I saw where I had to bridge to next. I wasn't happy. You can do it, Gulliver. You can do it. Come on! And do you know what? It went smooth. Straight over 90 blocks with no issues. I was very, very happy. I knocked up a portal so quick and jumped through it. And what do you know? I had found a witch hut. Banging. The return journey to my main nether hub went alright. There was a ghast about on the last portion, but it didn't seem to care I was there. Stop fidgeting! Sorry, I've got my dog with me in the shop. She's usually sitting on a seat behind me, but for some bloody reason she's like, oh, I'm going to sit in these plastic bags. That's fine, mate. You do you, but shut up. I love you, baby. I love you. Right, where was I? Anyway, the return journey was alright. Did you go to... I don't know where I am now. At the hub, I checked the coordinates for the ice source. I crafted more pickaxes, and then I started excavation. I kinda knew I'd be going under the Soul Sand Valley from one of the previous episodes that I can't remember the number of. A fact confirmed when a skeleton and S&M gear tried ruining my day. I hit some soul soil, not to be confused with soul sand, and took a slight detour to grab some soul sand, not to be confused with soul soil. Continuing on, I exposed some lava pockets that may not seem worth mentioning, but to my non-Minecraft players, I can't stress enough that lava in the overworld may be slower than your dad walking around a known cruising spot, but in the nether, it runs faster than your dad legging it from the cruising spot after seeing a colleague from work approaching. You've got to be careful. My tunnel ended and I popped out into the nether region known as a Crimson Forest, which I'm dying to make loads of inappropriate jokes about, but I will restrain myself, and if you know me, restraint is totally not a thing, so please subscribe, because this will legitimately bug me for days, because I feel like I'm holding myself back just because I want more people to like me. Oh god, I'm selling out already. And in truth, by the time of this recording, I've not actually uploaded any of the episodes to YouTube, so it doesn't really mean anything right now. And for prosperity, it's the 23rd of August 2021 at the time of this speech. So I wonder how long it will actually take me to grow a pair and finally upload this series. I've been at it for about 11 weeks now. Anyway, I digress. I bridged out a bit and looked behind me to make sure I was alone, as there was a good chance a piglin could spawn anywhere on my bridge. I got to the point I needed in one direction, and as I turned to face where I was going, the task ahead suddenly got very dangerous, even by nether standards. This was not going to be easy. So, from this exact spot, I will break down why this was probably the most sketchiest task in the nether I've ever had to do. I've got 180-ish blocks directly over a lava lake to get to my destination, which is also so far away I can't see it. I'm making a 1 block wide bridge that hostile mobs can spawn on, and if they do, it'll be behind me, so there's no escape. There's also ghasts flying about which can snipe me from a distance if they decide to get grumpy. 40 blocks from here, there's a place that I could bridge to as a quote-unquote safe spot, but honestly, I don't think it was that safe, as piglins were everywhere. It was 50-50 if I connected my bridge to this spot, because there's something that I've not made any sense right in. Anyway, if I bridge to here, the piglins will be able to just walk onto my bridge. I get what I mean. God, I'm so stressed. But with the end in sight, I had to do it, so I started bridging. 13 blocks out, a ghast got Mardy again, and I had to run back to where I was. This might take a while. And while waiting, I had an internal debate over if I should leave the obsidian somewhere safe, just in the likelihood that I was not going to do this in one go. In the end, I decided it would be the better option, so I put a chest in the tunnel to come back to after the task. After dumping the obsidian when the coast was clear, I continued with the bridge and connected to the unsafe safety as solid ground at the weird halfway point that's not really halfway. 23 blocks of the bridge later, this was the view. After this point, pretty much anything will kill me. To my left, there was nothing. To my right, 2 ghasts spawned right in front of me, so I backed up a bit to observe them. I waited here a very long time. The pressure was getting to me a bit. It took me nearly 30 minutes to progress another 25 blocks or so. Seriously. I've got to pee so bad. Another 10 blocks in, I could finally see the other side, but was forced into another retreat due to a ghast doing ghast stuff. Another 10 blocks in, and I could finally see the other side, but was forced into another retreat due to a ghast doing ghast stuff. Which I've already said, so I've read it twice, but I can't be arsed to take it out, so you're dealing with it. I did it twice, okay? Fine. 40 blocks later, I was laser focused, as any mess up on my part would cause me to spontaneously combust in real life. I put the pedal to the metal. I put the pedal to the metal. Oh my god. I put the pedal to the floor and went for it, connecting to the solid ground once more, and I don't think I've ever dug so fast. Inside the safety of safety, I left a marker to show where I should put the portal and had a moment to myself to relax a bit, as I now had to go back to fetch the obsidian I left behind. I think it was the correct decision to do this, but now I did have to travel the bridge twice more, which felt like 2 trips too many. The trip back to the obsidian went smooth. The way back, not so much, as another 2 ghasts were out looking for me. After a 2-minute wait, I saw my chance to make my escape, and I one-shot the bridge in record time to get to safety. I really was relieved. Ha ha ha! Mighty Gulliver for the win! I'm the greatest Minecrafter ever! Ha 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 ha! I was so excited to have some ice. I knocked up a portal, jumped into it, and... why the fuck am I in a desert? Turns out I got the coordinates wrong, and instead of being here, I am now here. Now, just a quick PSA referring to the gay thing at the start of this video. The customer interaction was pretty harmless. I knew what they meant, even though I realised it might have come across a bit homophobic or whatever. The thing is that after that interaction, I'm not sure if it was random or some phones are listening to your conspiracy Big Brother stuff, but I kept getting ads on YouTube for gay tests, so I took the opportunity to link the 2 ideas together and make content. I just don't want you at home to think that sexuality is a joke, or I find it a joke. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for me to say, but I really, really believe that you should be comfortable with who you are. If you are watching this and you are going through some tough times in general, whether it's sexuality or even like depression, anything, please find the courage to talk to someone. It really does help. Thanks for coming. Look after yourself. Take care, and in a bit, folks.